You really think we're gonna get away with all this? I don't think I want to garden anymore. Oh.
There's just no way this ends well.
Alice, what are you doing here?
Grosse Pointe Garden Society, new Friday on NBC and Peacock.
NBC4 News at 11.
Now at 11, from humble roots on the south side of Chicago to the world stage, the incredible scene at the Vatican.
Ancora conserviamo.
We cried, we hugged, we laughed, and that's before we knew that the new pope was from the U.S. And then when that happened, we cried again.
As the first American pope takes his place in history, leading the world's 1.5 billion Catholics. Good evening. I'm Kathy Vara in for Carolyn tonight. Thanks for joining us. The moment the white smoke rose from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel, tens of thousands all across Rome made their way to Vatican City to witness history, the election of a new pope and the first born in the U.S. About an hour later, the moment they all waited for, Pope Leo walks out and addresses the crowd for the first time. Enrique Chiabra from our Telemundo station has been in Vatican City all week, and he was there to watch it all unfold.
A lot of emotions here at the Vatican as we have a new pope, but also there are a lot of expectations. Today, the world welcomed Pope Leo XIV. All week, we heard from experts that this conclave could be a surprise, and it was. After more than 2,000 years, the Catholic Church has its first American pope. Consider a long shot for this global position, a cardinal with a Peruvian heart and Chicago roots.
I said, oh my God, it's not only an American, it's a Chicago. And so it's very, very exciting. I'm just so hopeful. He's obviously very, very talented. He's very, very passionate about mission. He's very, very passionate, obviously, about social justice.
Ever since Pope Francis died, the question has been, what direction would this new pope take?
La pace sia con tutti voi.
We got some indication in his first address, where he spoke about building bridges and being a church that seeks peace, justice, and strives to be close to those who suffer.
Yeah, I think he is someone very much in the mold of Pope Francis and shares Pope Francis's priorities. We know that he's been a great champion of migrants as a cardinal, and I think we'll see that continue as Pope. But he's also strongly endorsed Pope Francis's big project in the church called synodality, which is a big reform effort to make the Catholic Church's structures more inclusive and more welcoming. He smiles easily. I don't think he's going to have the same sort of charisma, the sort of roaring laughter that we often saw in Francis. But I think he'll be someone that is a pastor at his heart, and that will just exude kindness and goodness.
And tomorrow, Friday, Pope Leo XIV will be in charge of a mass with all the cardinals in the Sistine Chapel. Reporting in Vatican City, Enrique Chiabra, NBC4 News.
And it has happened for the first time in the nearly 2,000-year history of the church, the selection of Chicago-born Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, defying a widely held assumption that an American could never be pope. Cardinal electors worked with surprising speed and focus in the second day of the conclave. But the question is, who is Leo XIV, the new leader of Catholics all around the world? NBC4's Robert Kovacic filling in some of the blanks. Robert?
Kathy, first of all, tonight the United States embracing its first pope. This is the Empire State Building in New York City. You can see it is aglow with the primary papal colors of yellow and gold. St. Patrick's Cathedral in Manhattan celebrating a special mass nearby. The priest delivering a sermon talking about the new responsibility of American Catholics and the joy and the unity that comes with the naming of the first North American pope. Now, because of the time he spent in Latin America, he had a nickname in Rome, the Latin Yankee. Yes, he has seen the Oscar-winning conclave, and like many of us, loves to play Wordle, as we now scramble to learn more about it.
Tonight, the world calls him Pope Leo XIV. To his friends, he is Bob. The multilingual 69-year-old told an Italian interviewer earlier this month
at Chicago
that he grew up in a very Catholic family in Chicago. At Villanova University near Philadelphia today, bells rang out to celebrate one of their own. The new pope earned a bachelor's degree in mathematics.